Today we are going to continue with the integration. I hope you've not forgotten to subscribe and share and like, comment in the comment box. Alright, so I have some three typical questions that normally trick students. Now this is 1, 2, and 3. We are going to deal with them based on the knowledge we had from the previous episode. Okay, so let's see. All these are what? Indefinite integrals. Why are they indefinite integrals? Because they have no limits, as in the lower and the upper bounds. They have no lower and upper bounds. The one that has a value here and a value here, that's what we call a definite integral, which will be in the next session or in the next episode of this video. Alright, so let's start. So we are taking the first. Integrate the following: t to the power 3 plus 3t and t squared dt. Now I hope you can now explain to me why it is dt. In earlier episode we talked about the reason why it is dt. This is because the function is in terms of t. So that is why we add it over here, dt. So let's go. We have what? Integral of t to the power 3 plus 3t squared minus 1 all over t squared dt, right? So now let's see the function in the bracket. What do you think we can do? We can do some little algebra there. So what are you going to have? You are going to have t cubed all over t squared plus 3t squared all over t squared minus 1 all over what? T squared, right? This is just a little algebra. And from your indices, you know that this whole thing will now change to, this will be 3 minus 1. So t, yes, 0, the t square cancel this. So 3t plus 3 minus t to the power minus 2. Right? Simple. Because it's a denominator, we swap it to the numerator, negating the exponent, making what? T to the power minus 2. Now, so this is what we are now going to integrate. So our function now changed to the integral of t plus 3 minus t all to the power minus 2 dt. So this is what we are now going to integrate. Now, as simple as it is, we now have what? T to the power, this is to the power 1, so 1 plus 1 all over 1 plus 1 plus, 3, the t is silence, which means that t is 0. So we have 3t 0 plus 1 all over 0 plus 1 minus t to the power minus 2 plus 1 all over minus 2 plus 1, right? So here what do we have? We have t squared on 2 plus, this is 1, so 3t minus, what would this one give us? T minus 1 all over minus 1. Okay, so let's still see. We have, it's going to be plus the constant c. Don't forget that one. Alright, so what are we going to have? We are going to have half t squared plus 3t minus, now we know that the negation over here will affect this one, which is going to cancel it. So plus t to the power minus 1 plus c. Now we can still rewrite this as half t squared plus 3t plus 1 over t plus c. Congratulations, you've just integrated the first question. As simple as it is. Now let's see how we integrate the second one. So the second question is integrate root x plus 1 over 3 cubic root of x. So let's see. You have root x plus 1 over, dx. Okay, so you know that this one is also the x because the function is in terms of x. Okay, so let's do some little algebra here. What can we do? Simplify it. We know that this is the same as x to the power half. The root is the same as x to the power half plus, now this is going to be 1 over x to the power 1 on 3. I hope you've gotten that one. So all the x. So what do we now have? We can still change this one to be x to the power half plus x to the power minus 1 over 3. Yes, I hope you know that. Okay, now it's because it's the inverse, that is why the negation comes. Okay, all right, so let's go. What are you going to have? You're going to have x to the power half plus 1 all over half plus 1 plus x to the power negative 1 on 3 plus 1 all over negative 1 on 3 plus 1. Okay, so negative 1 half plus 1 is what? We are going to have x to the power 3 on 2 all over 3 on 2 plus x to the power minus 1 on 3 plus 1 all over negative 1 on 3 plus 1. So this one gives us what? X to the power 2 on 3 all over 2 on 3. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be plus c. Alright, you can decide to still simplify it further. However, you can still leave your work this way, or if you still feel like, let's just break it down. This is going to be x to the power 3 on 2 divided by 3 on 2 plus x to the power 2 on 3 divided by 2 on 3 plus c. Alright, so let's see, what will this one give us? We find the reciprocal of this, then we change the sign to multiplication, which will now be x to the power 3 on 2 times 2 on 3 plus, now the same thing applies here, which will be what? X to the power 2 on 3 times 3 on 2. Okay, so let's see what all will change to. You know, the upper one will now be x to the power 3 on 2. It is multiplying what? 2 on 3. So 2 on 3 plus, what will this one give us? This one is also multiplying 3 on 2, which will be 3 on 2 x to the power 2 on 3, all plus c, which is a constant. Alright, thank you. You've just integrated the second question. Let's see the third one. Alright, so we are just done integrating the second one. Let's see the third one, which is the integral. Integrate 4 on x cubed minus 1 on x squared minus x squared. Alright, let me put my x well. All the x. So what do we have? We have 4x to the power minus 3. Because it's the denominator, I'm shifting it to the numerator, which will now give us minus 3, right? Minus x to the power minus 2. I've just still changed this one. It's just like indices, where when you have a over b, when I want to shift this one to the numerator, it will give us a b minus 1, right? Okay, so it's still the same thing, and you can take this one off. Minus x squared all dx. So let's see. Now you can still pause the video and try to find your answer. Now when we integrate this, what are we going to have? 4x to the power minus 3 plus 1 all over minus 3 plus 1 minus x to the power minus 2 plus 1 all over what? Minus 2 plus 1 minus what? X to the power 2 plus 1 all over 2 plus 1, right? Plus the constant c, right? Okay, so what are you going to have here? You are going to get 4x to the power minus 2 all over minus 2 plus, sorry, this will give us, alright, it will even still cancel out, but let's take it step by step, which will now be x to the power, yes, this will be minus 1 all over what? Minus 1 minus, hope you are getting it, minus, now this is going to be what? X to the power 3 all over 3 plus the constant c. Now then the negation will cancel this one, giving us what? Positive. Okay, so what are you going to get? You know, the 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So what are we going to get? Negative 2 x to the power minus 2 plus, because the negation has affected this negation, negative, which is now what? X to the power minus 1 minus x to the power 3 all over 3 plus the constant c. Now, if you have gotten this answer, you are so right. But however, examiners or professors or lecturers, they might try to trick you where they will not leave the answer this way. They might try to do it this way: minus 2 all over x to the power square. You see it? Plus 1 over x minus, alright, so this can be minus 1 on 3 x plus c. Okay, which means that this answer is still the same as this. Whichever way, when it is in objective, they might try to change it for you. After calculating it, you will not see this one among the possible solutions, but this one can be part. Alright, mind you, in the next video we'll now go and treat definite integrals. Okay, so we are just done with the indefinite integral. Don't forget to share it to your friends, like and comment in your comment box. Watch out for more.